I knew the things he told me. I knew how afraid Nathaniel was to be in that house.
He had night terrors for at least a month.
We'll try to protect you so you don't get hurt anymore.
How many people were in your house that night?
2.
I fighted back. I holded myself up as hard as I can.
I ended up sick to my stomach.
That's horrible. You don't do something like that to a child.
Oregon, Illinois, February 17, 2021. At approximately 2:35 a.m., a frantic 911 call pierces the quiet of the night. A terrified woman tells the dispatcher her son isn't breathing. Officers from the Oregon Police Department race to a home on the 400 block of South 10th Street. When they arrive, 34-year-old Sarah Safranek explains that she woke up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. On the way back to bed, she stopped to check on her 7-year-old son, Nathaniel Burton. When she leaned down to kiss his forehead, something was terribly wrong. Nathaniel felt cold. His skin had turned blue. He wasn't breathing. Sarah leads officers to his bedroom, where they find the boy lying on the floor beside his bed, while his father desperately performs CPR. Paramedics rush Nathaniel to the hospital, but it's already too late. At 3:25 a.m., doctors pronounce him dead. As morning breaks and word spreads through the small riverside town, disbelief ripples through the community. How could a healthy 7-year-old die so suddenly? The next day, February 18th, the county coroner performs an autopsy. The results are chilling. Nathaniel didn't die by accident. He was suffocated. His death is ruled a homicide. Detectives obtain a search warrant and bring in the Illinois State Police Crime Scene Investigation Unit. Inside Nathaniel's bedroom, investigators notice something strange. There's no normal pillow on the bed, only a donut-shaped pillow on the floor. When they pull back the sheets, they discover blood stains on the mattress near where Nathaniel's head would have rested. Outside, officers search the trash and uncover bloody tissues stuffed in a garbage bag. Even more alarming is what they don't find. No signs of forced entry, no evidence of an intruder. Only 2 adults were in the home that night, Nathaniel's mother and father.
I want to make sure you understand your rights here before you talk to me, okay? Because you don't have to talk to me. I think it's really important that you do, but you don't have to. I can't. I'm not going to hold you down and make you talk to me, okay? That's not what this is about. I want you to talk to me, and I want to be able to tell you some stuff. So when we're done here, we have a much clearer picture of what happened.
At the police station, a detective sits across from Nathaniel's father. His tone is direct and serious. This is no casual conversation. He wants answers.
Okay, so your son was suffocated, okay? The pathologist, that's the doctor that does the autopsy and then gives the results, says that didn't happen on his own. He was suffocated by somebody else. There's only you and Sarah in that house. Let me ask you first, did you suffocate your son?
No.
Okay, so you are in an incredibly tough position right now. Okay, you're here in this spot in between your wife that you love and your dead son. But in your mind, you know if I didn't suffocate him, she did.
Okay, I get cause of death is suffocation, but is there a possibility he possibly did that himself?
No.
The detective asks him to carefully describe everything that happened during Nathaniel's final hours.
After dinner, he was playing with the dog for a little bit. Between 8:30, he usually goes to bed.
Okay.
I read him a book.
Okay, so you go into the bedroom and read him a book.
Yeah, I read him a book.
So 8:30, you read to him. Did he fall asleep while you're reading?
No.
No.
I usually tuck him in. He gives me hugs and kisses before bed. And
Okay, so then he was still awake. You leave the room, lights off. You shut the door, keep it open.
I keep it open a little bit usually so some light goes in there.
According to the father, the evening had been ordinary. After saying goodnight to Nathaniel, He joins Sarah in the living room where they spent some time watching television together. Around 9 p.m., he says he left Sarah there and went to bed.
So then you go in, you go to bed, you fall asleep. 9:30, somewhere around there. What's the next thing that you remember happening?
I'm getting woke up at like 2:30 in the morning. He's not breathing.
Okay. How is she? Do you hear her from the bedroom yelling, or she comes in?
I opened up my eyes and she's like right in the doorway. He's not breathing.
Okay.
Later, when Sarah began shouting for help, he claims he grabbed his phone and ran straight to Nathaniel's room.
That's where I saw he was pale and turned purple.
The detective listens closely but senses something missing in the story. Something about the father's account doesn't quite add up. Still, for the moment, Nathaniel's father is allowed to leave. Investigators then shift their focus to their other main suspect, Sarah.
So I pull him off the bed, like I was instructed on the phone, started CPR. Tell whoever showed up.
So from 9:30 to 2:30, you don't know what happened between Sarah and your son?
No. All I know is what happened from the time I got up to now.
At this stage, police don't yet have enough evidence to hold her, and Sarah is also released. But soon Nathaniel's paternal grandmother comes forward with information that shakes the investigation to its core.
Okay, Sarah, I know what happened that night, okay? I feel bad for you that it happened, but I know what happened. And now's our time. We gotta talk about this and figure out why this happened.
This is trying to depend on my husband or my health.
Let's say that again.
I said, is this trying to depend on my husband or my health?
Well, okay, well, that's kind of the situation we're in, where your son died due to suffocation. Okay, he died due to suffocation. How many people were in your house that night?
2.
Okay. Sarah, we have to be honest about what happened here and explain it to me. I'm here to listen to why this happened. Explain it to me, Sarah. I know you want to. This is a big
I wanted
weight.
him to kill my son.
Then how did this happen?
I don't know.
I know.
That night before bed, I tickled him. He was fine. My husband read him
I
a
know.
book.
I know.
Everything was fine.
I know he was fine up until he wasn't. Up until somebody went in there and suffocated him.
I did not hurt him.
Sarah, don't do this to yourself.
I'm gonna need to get in the attorney because I did not hurt
You
him.
want an attorney?
Yes, I do.
No.
And according to her, the bruises weren't the only thing Nathaniel had confided about.
Okay, so obviously you know what we're here talking about today. So the autopsy was done yesterday, and the preliminary cause of death is suffocation.
That feeling bit.
Tell me why you're not surprised to hear that's the thought.
Nathan has told me several times. Mama comes in, puts a pillow over his face, and where he can't breathe.
Like when he's in bed.
Yes. She has been known, he's also said she jumps on him, and she's a big woman. And he can't breathe.
So was this like during the night?
While Daddy's sleeping.
So he said, well, Daddy's sleeping. Mom
Yeah.
comes into the bedroom with this pillow on the head.
Right.
Nathaniel's grandmother explains that she once noticed bruises on his back and questioned him about them. When she confronted her son, Nathaniel's father, about an incident involving the bathtub, she says he brushed it off.
So, yeah, the bathtub, Daddy had the pried money off of me because she was trying to drown.
That was in the bathtub?
Yes.
He had to pull her off him when she was holding under the water.
The detective realizes something important. Nathaniel's father never mentioned any of this during his interview.
I was in the bathroom with Nathan, black and blue ones. And I went flying out
Where were the black and blue marks?
all over his back.
When investigators later speak with Sarah's own mother, her statement is just as blunt and equally troubling.
So when you confronted him, he told me you had to pull Sarah off of him. He said, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Did you, what happened from there?
Nothing. Then he mentioned it to Sarah, and Sarah got mad, and she denies everything.
Was DCFS told about that?
We would report everything and they blow it up. I had called the hotline. They told me if it's not seriously injured or hospitalized, they couldn't do nothing.
As detectives narrow their investigation towards Sarah, they uncover a troubling history. Records show she struggled with mental health issues and had a history of prescription drug and alcohol abuse. Authorities also investigate claims from both grandmothers that they had previously reported abuse to the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. The records reveal that between 2018 and 2021, DCFS visited Sarah's home multiple times to investigate allegations of child abuse and neglect, yet no charges were filed, and Nathaniel remained in her custody. On February 23rd, as the investigation continues, the community gathers for a candlelight vigil honoring the boy teachers described as bright, kind, and incredibly sweet. Neither Sarah nor Nathaniel's father attend. However, after speaking with his mother, Nathaniel's father agrees to meet with detectives again.
I interviewed him yesterday. It was kind of like he didn't know anything. How can we get to admit more of this stuff that he knew about?
Tell you the truth, he is scared of her.
Do you have any doubt in your mind what happened?
I'm positive she did.
And you were concerned it was going to happen before it happened?
Right.
And he kind of told you, Nathan himself told you it was going to happen, almost the exact same thing that
He's
happened.
even told me several times, Mama doesn't want me.
During this second meeting, he admits something significant. He had witnessed Sarah harming Nathaniel on several occasions. Yet despite that admission, he still expresses uncertainty about whether she could actually kill their son.
I love Sarah, but I'm furious, man. That's my grandson.
And you're furious because you believe she killed her son.
You know what? I knew she did it before the coroner called and told me he was suffocated. I knew it. He said, sometimes Mommy comes in the room and she sits by me like she's smothering me. And I said, what do you mean? He said, sometimes with a pillow. He said, sometimes she's got a blanket around her and she leans on him. And I said, well, do you get up? And he's like, yeah, I get up and I yell. And so he was terrified to be there with her.
He made comments that he thought she was going to smother him.
Yeah, he told me straight up. He's like, she's going to smother me or drown me one day. I knew how she treated him. I knew the things he told me. I knew how afraid Nathaniel was to be in that house with her. I knew when I called DCFS last year trying to get him out of that house, and they didn't do anything.
Okay, so safe to say at this point you have no doubt that it was Sarah.
I am sick to my stomach. I literally threw up yesterday. I am sick knowing that my child finally did what we thought she'd do. I don't think she hated him, but he was a burden to her.
So if she did kill him, you think that's why, just because she saw him as a burden?
I don't know.
While the father struggles with denial, police receive a new tip. An employee at a nearby car wash Sarah often visited reports finding a pillow inside a dumpster. Officers recover it and send it for forensic testing. They also obtain surveillance footage from the car wash, hoping it might reveal who threw the pillow away. At first, the discovery seems promising, but it quickly turns into a dead end. The cameras show nothing useful, and forensic testing cannot conclusively link the pillow to Nathaniel's death. Despite the setback, detectives remain convinced Sarah is responsible. As they continue interviewing witnesses and building their case, a conversation with Nathaniel's godmother reveals disturbing new details.
Well, I've asked you for anything you've seen happen between him and Sarah. But we don't need to talk about that last interview.
Right.
We're talking here now, and I just want to have you tell me now, because I talked to your mother, and your mother told me that she's told you about things over the years that she witnessed herself. So I know you at least know about that, but I know there's other things that you've seen over time, and you've had more time to think about it right now, and you said maybe that day when I first talked to you, it was so soon after you didn't have a clear head. Is that what you're saying?
I still don't have a clear head, but try to remember.
Okay. So what I brought up was that incident where you guys, Nathaniel had gone to your mom's, and your mom, she said that when she saw him, he had bruises on his back.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me, you know about that?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me
Exactly.
what
I don't
happened.
know. I don't really remember what it was all about.
About how
but
long
she-
ago do you think it was? Maybe a couple years back? Maybe a couple years?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
Basically, hit him with her cane. I had to pull her off.
She was hitting him, where was she hitting him?
Back.
On the back.
Yeah.
And she was using her cane.
Yeah.
Where was that happening at?
In the living room.
And do you know why at that time?
I'm not sure what it was all about.
Where was he standing or laying or?
He was starting to crouch over, and I just happened to walk in. I think I was coming out of the bathroom at the time. And I literally had to pull her off.
So she was hitting him with the cane in the back?
Yeah.
And you grabbed her and made her stop?
Yeah.
So, what was Nathaniel saying or doing while she was hitting him in the back?
Please stop, please stop.
So, okay, so the incidents we've talked about here, you're aware of her hitting him in the back with the cane. Do you describe the situation? Your mom told you that Nathaniel said she held him under the water of the tub. Okay. What about when he has told her that she smothers him, puts a pillow over his head? What did she told you about that?
That, no. I don't believe she has, but the more I think about things, I'm sure it will pop up.
She explains that she met Sarah through church in 2014, less than a year after Nathaniel was born. Not long after, Nathaniel's daycare reported concerns to Child Services. Wanting to help, she and her husband offered to foster him.
You never, after seeing all this, hearing all this, you never thought that something's not right here.
I knew there was a riffraff. Yes, I never thought she would have killed our son. Personally, I don't know how true that is. I know you're saying it's true. Hard for me to believe it right now.
Why? Tell me a reason why you can't believe it.
Because all this time I thought she was just playing with him.
Eventually, with Sarah's permission and her mother's support, Nathaniel's godparents even attempted to gain custody. But a judge ultimately awarded sole custody to Nathaniel's father, who was living with his own mother at the time. Soon after, the father and Sarah reunited, and for years Nathaniel moved back and forth between his parents' home and his godparents.
Like I said, I know this is not an easy thing to talk about. So if you need to step out, all you gotta do is just let me know, okay? The door is not locked. We'll just go right up there. Okay?
Yeah.
Nathaniel's godmother later describes the heartbreaking moment she had to return him to his parents. A moment she says never felt right.
How old was he at the
He was
time?
5 months old. He was 5 months old. They also told us that the daycare had even told them that he had no signs of bonding with anyone. He was showing signs of neglect. There was a disconnect with, he had just never bonded with anyone. There was emotional, signs of neglect because of that.
Over the years, she and her husband repeatedly contacted authorities about their concerns. She also began collecting her own evidence. Cell phone videos of Nathaniel describing abuse he said he suffered at his mother's hands.
So tell me that again. She did what? You were in the bathtub already?
Yeah.
And you already had water going?
I turned it off.
Yeah. And then what? She came in there?
Yeah, and she tried to get me to not breathe.
How?
She grabbed my neck and she put my head underwater.
Put your head underwater?
Yup.
And what did you do?
I fighted back.
You fighted back?
I holded myself up as hard as I can.
Well, that's horrible. You don't do something like that to a child, do you?
No, I'm confused. What really happened? So what did Mama Sarah do to you?
She slapped me and punched me.
She slapped you and punched you?
Yeah.
Where at? In the leg?
No, here.
In your face?
And then she punched me too.
Ouch. Did you cry?
Yeah, I cried so loud.
Did you? Did she say she was sorry for hitting you? She didn't say she was
She
sorry?
just walked away and got back in the front seat of the car and drove.
Oh, okay. What, did you have lumps on that for a couple days or just
Only
did it go
for
away?
one day.
One day then it went away?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it like right here or by your
No,
ear?
here.
Oh, in your jaw.
Yeah. But
All
don't
right.
tell anyone.
Why? Am I not supposed to tell anyone?
Yeah, because you'll get everyone in trouble, and I'll get in trouble, and then I'll be more hurting.
Oh, is that what she told you not to tell anybody?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but I don't care because I have to tell the truth.
Do you? Okay.
But don't tell her
Well-
because she'll be so mad.
Yeah. Well, Papa will try to protect you. Okay. We won't tell anybody, but we'll try to protect you so you don't get hurt anymore. Is that the only thing she's done to you since you were here last?
I forgot.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just have to pray and hopefully Jesus will get you here sooner than later, right? Because he's working it out, right? Is he working it out?
Never.
He's never gonna work it out. Well, you know Mama and Papa love you though, right? And we don't hit on you. Do you like it here?
You like being here?
Watch your
Wow!
Do you like being here or no?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Those videos are deeply disturbing, but even more shocking evidence soon emerges. During the investigation, police seize Sarah's phone. In March 2021, detectives manually search it, and what they uncover in her Google search history becomes the final piece of the puzzle. On April 21, 2021, Illinois prosecutors charged 34-year-old Sarah Safranek with 5 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated battery to a child. Her bail is set at $2 million. Despite lingering questions about what he knew, Nathaniel's father is not charged. Unable to post bail, Sarah remains in jail awaiting trial. Even with overwhelming evidence against her, she insists she is innocent. In May 2021, she writes a letter to detectives claiming they arrested the wrong person and accusing Nathaniel's father instead, saying, "My children are my world. I did not kill my son." But 4 years later, the story changes. On November 15th, 2025, Sarah pleads guilty to murdering Nathaniel. The judge sentences her to 35 years in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Justice is finally served, but it comes far too late for Nathaniel Burton. For years, he had begged for help and even predicted something terrible would happen to him. In the end, no one arrived in time to save him. If you ever suspect a child is being abused or neglected, help is available 24 hours a day through the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 800-422-4453. Speaking up could save a life.